right, guys. So today we're gonna be looking at. I wanted to basically talk about like the first time I wanted to talk. Today's the first time I want to talk about like a case, a very simple case that I had recently, which kind of shows like the principles of that I've been talking about, the principles of homeopathy in action, in practice. So I don't know. It might be a little complicated, or it might be a little weird, but we'll see how it goes, right? So I had a patient visit me, and yeah, I need better slides, by the way. This is too white here, right? And I need, I just need to make better slides. Sorry. So I had a patient visit me who had skin problems on her foot, on her legs. Had like vesicles, little spots, reddish spots, red vesicles. These are actually the list of symptoms I took from the patient, right? So nothing special here. And she also complained of coughing, vomiting and coughing, like coughing so much that she had to vomit. Like she had these attacks where she would cough, and just after a while start vomiting. And she had constipation. She had so of course in basically in classical homeopathy we explore the whole patient, like mentally, emotionally, everything. And I explored her personality, her emotions, and everything. What I could find was that she was afraid of heights. She was afraid of deep and dark water, and she was afraid of mice. Okay. And she had some anxiety about her relatives. And as I said, we're mapping out the whole person in homeopathy. So we want to talk about the diet as well. She had a sweet tooth and desire for fruit. And her nails she had problems with her nails, quite brittle, etc. So that's the patient that came to see me. Now, how do you prescribe for a patient like this? What are the principles of homeopathy that you need to keep in mind when you're looking at a patient like this? Well, there are many principles of homeopathy. I'm gonna make a simplified, dumbed down version of homeopathic analysis here. But basically, one of the principles is the principle of totality. So you need a remedy which touches on each sphere of the human being. What that means in the remedy description, you can find things about the patient in every sphere of human existence. What are the spheres? Like physical, emotional, mental, the diet, right? The remedy should be apparent, not apparent, but should be there in every sphere of a human being. That's when you're allowed to give it, not when it's like you have skin problems on your foot, right? You have something like that, and you start giving, there are many remedies with skin, for skin issues. I could have given any of the remedies with skin issues, or for skin issues, or remedies with a strong affinity for skin issues, and none of them would have worked here. Why? Because we need a remedy to be manifesting in every sphere. That's the totality principle in homeopathy. Okay? So what was the remedy that manifested in every sphere? It was Calcarea carbonica. And this is like a summary of Calcarea carbonica. This is the gist of it, right? This is like a condensed version, but condensed versions of remedy descriptions are very good when you are analyzing a patient and you're looking for the totality. So when you have a summary of a remedy, you can place that mold on top of the patient, and then you have an easier time seeing that, yes, I can see that it's kind of it's kind of permeating the patient, right? So that's why remedy summaries are very good, and also for today's explanation, it's very good. You can see that it's one of the most common remedies, by the way. You can see Calcarea carbonica summary is looking at the mind here. There are some certain phobias. You can see the diet. There are certain peculiarities in the diet, and some other things like sleeplessness, etc. So why did I give this remedy to the patient? Because I realized that every sphere is being affected towards this remedy. So we have, let's see the mind here. We have fears, highest places, mice, okay? And here we have fear, high places, mice. I have rats here, but I didn't have mice in the software, sorry, but it is mice. So fear, high places, mice. Fears, high places, mice. That's the mind. I have desire sweets. I have desire sweets. Another sphere that is matching, right? So that's the diet. That's the mind. And we have constipation. That's the physical sphere. Constipation, again, same thing. We have nails brittle. Again, on the physical level, we have nails brittle. So that's like maybe 3 or 4 things. That is usually enough to prescribe a remedy, okay? That's what we say in homeopathy. But you need to find those 3 or 4 things. Otherwise, the remedy is not gonna work. It's as simple as that. This is homeopathy. And if you analyze a patient, if you look at this patient and start doing nonsense, like for instance, what people like Steve Falconer do, analyze, start doing shamanism and astrology and, cell salts and whatever, esoteric stuff, your patient is not going to get better. I can guarantee you that. This is the way he's going to get better. And mine did. I can't prove it to you, right? I'm just a guy on the internet. Right? I can say whatever. I could be lying, but as I said, you can of course check out the the books of the founders of homeopathy. You can read the Organon by Samuel Hahnemann, and it talks about the principle of totality, looking at a patient like I am doing right now, or how I showed you. And of course, it does not talk about doing any kind of esoteric stuff or doing any kind of nonsense that people like Steve Falconer or any people like that do, right? So that's it for today. Thanks so much.